Hello boys and girls, in previous episode I introduced you the newest project. It's BMW 5 Series. It has frontal collision. We removed most of the damaged parts, and in this episode we'll continue with removing the damaged radiators, replace them, fill the car with coolant and test the engine for overheating with a special tool. The fans are running on high speed, but the water is boiling. The temperature is normal. I don't know what's the reason for this. The AC is not working. I'll start by removing this air shroud. Now I have to remove the pipes that are connecting the radiator. I believe this is the intercooler of the car. I'll use this container to collect the coolant. I removed the upper hose and the lower one. I'm waiting the coolant to drain to this basket here, and after that I'll proceed with radiator removal. There is a clip here and here. I'll remove this shroud. Oh, it's very easy. That's interesting. A nail from the United States. I'll poke this hole here and this pipe here. This is the new performance intercooler. The new one is huge. I chose this one because the prices of both intercoolers are almost the same. This is the original one. This is a bit more expensive. And now I have to check the fitment of this intercooler because it's very big. I hope it will fit easily. It is sewed as bolt-on. This is an OE part, and unfortunately it is made for an original intercooler. I'll try to install it to the performance one. I believe I'll have to do some modifications to this part. To install it, I need to cut this side here and this side here, and if it's not possible to install it, I'll cut all of this and the top support, and after that I'll try to install it with zip ties. I'm going to use a heavy artillery. After the initial testing, I found that I have to cut all of this and the top one. After I cut all of the ribs from this mesh, it became very flexible. To install it, I have to use zip ties. And I made these 3 shims from old used hose, and I want to install it here, here and here. And now it is done, with protective screen installed and ready for installation. I forgot about this clip. I have to install it. I've lost the fucking clip. 1 hour later, I successfully managed to find the clip, installed it, and I'll proceed with coolant flush. I pocket the bottom hole of the intercooler and I'll put just pure water inside the system. Now the system is flushed and I may proceed with intercooler installation. But before that I have to apply some silicone oil for easier installation. That is going to be one very difficult installation. Let me show you. These connectors are a bit longer than the OM connectors. The bottom one is very difficult to install, but I'll give it a try. I installed the radiator in diagonal position to gain more space, and now see, is it possible to connect the lower connection, or it will be very difficult. I'll remove these plastics here. I think this might help. What I've just found. The performance intercooler is the same length as a normal intercooler, but there is a problem. I have to correct the sizes of this here and this here. To be able to fit the performance intercooler, I have to shorten the length between this here and this here, and I'll try to make a temporary fitment, and after that I'll check if any additional corrections are needed. Many hours later, I've managed to adjust the performance intercooler. I cut this, I grinded this here, these two, and this. Actually, I've made this a bit shorter than it should be, but it's not a problem. I removed this, I grinded this here and this here, all of this and that. And now I'm ready to install the performance intercooler. I'll reapply some silicone loop here and here. I need to reattach the lower hose. The space here is very tight. Several hours later, I successfully installed the performance intercooler of this car. I'll continue with the auxiliary engine radiator, and we'll start the engine today. Actually, it's tomorrow, yeah. But first, let's fill the performance intercooling system. But at least it looks good. Okay, Let's continue. I have to remove lower and upper hoses. One disconnected, one left. Now it's time to remove the radiator. I have no experience with these fucking BMWs. I hate them. Wow. And this is the damaged radiator. It's damaged here. I have to clean this. A piece of cloth inside this tube. A piece of cloth inside this tube. And now I'm sure that any dust won't enter inside these pipes. And now I'll proceed with cleaning. I have to remove this upper bolt. Okay. I successfully managed to remove air shroud for the radiator. I have a new one that is not bended here. I have to remove this plastic trim. And I'll show you why in a few seconds. I ordered a brand new upgraded auxiliary radiator holder with integrated grill, brand new radiator duct, and a brand new second-hand radiator for dirt cheap. Do you think this unit is a second-hand? To me it looks a brand new. I have to clean everything, but before that I have to install the air duct. I have to use some brake cleaner about this and a piece of cloth. Now it looks great. Now I have to install the radiator. It's ready for installation. Sorry, I'm very tired. It's about 2 a.m. Okay. Some silicone lube. And now the cooling system is done. We are adding some water to the cooling system to check it for leaks, and after that I'm going to put some real coolant. I topped the tanks. Now it's time to fill some fuel and test the engine. Let's start refueling the car. BMW. Fuel, please. Sorry, I'm so tired that I cannot lift the tank. Oh, I cannot see anything. And now we are waiting the engine to heat and to check the cooling system for exhaust gas leaks. Everything looks okay. It's bleeding. I have to refill this tank. I think the car is up to operational temperature. Let's pump the throttle. I took this special kit from a friend. It contains some kind of tester. I have to fill the upper section with some kind of special fluid and test the coolant system for exhaust gas leaks. And if there are no exhaust gases, I believe everything should be okay with the engine. This is the special fluid that I have to fill in this section. Open carefully the coolant expansion tank. There is a lot of pressure. Actually, it's boiling. And I don't know, is that normal? I have to suck air from expansion tank through this end, and the air will go from here to here. And if there is exhaust gas leak, this fluid will change its color from blue to green or even to yellow. The engine is not very hot, but for some reason the water in the expansion tank is heavily boiling. It still looks okay. The fluid actually detects CO2 content in the gases that are getting from this tank. It looks okay. No change. Show you something very interesting. This is the tester and it detects CO2 content. When the people are breathing, in their breath there is a certain amount of CO2 content. Let's make a small experiment. This is only for my breath, and let's just leave it. And it is blue again, very good too. The BMW looks okay, I believe it's okay. But there is a small problem. The fans are running on high speed, but the water is boiling. The temperature is normal. I don't know what's the reason for this. The AC is not working very good. Actually, I don't believe it's working at all. That's it for today. Bye.